at the end. They choose not to. Partee to Finley. 6, 5, 4. Over to Partee for the tie. We're going to overtime. We are going to overtime. Tyler Partee. What an unbelievable shot at the buzzer.
Good evening, guys. This is Jason Queen. I'm here with Ledford Sports. We are trying a new weekly coaches show. We hope you guys would enjoy this. We want to just kind of put a focus on coaches and athletes around Ledford High School to give you guys hopefully a fun experience and give you a little bit of insight on what our coaches do, what our athletes do, and how our teams are doing here on campus. Today, I'm here with John Blake first, head coach of the Ledford High School boys soccer team, and also coaches the girls in the spring. But just wanted to talk to Coach Blake a little bit today. We'll be talking to some other coaches moving through, but as hard as it is to believe, season will start on Monday for almost all of our teams here. So we want to go ahead and get this out to you tonight. So if you are looking for something to do next week after school starts on Monday, you will know what teams are playing and who you can come support and where those guys are going to be. So Coach Blake, you guys obviously last year had or spring I should say, an unusual COVID year there. So you guys had an unbelievable season. Went to the state semifinals. And I know probably what was the key to last year? How did you guys, was that expected? Was that unexpected? What was it like?
I think it was unexpected from the outside, but for us it was expected because we tried to combat uncertainty with our expectations and standards, just following it day by day and making sure that we won every day, not really get to the semifinals. And I think we did that pretty successfully throughout the whole season.
And I'm fortunate enough, I get to see you guys from the outside looking in, but what impresses me for you guys, you emphasize doing things the right way, kind of over wins and losses. How much does that approach translate into the win-loss column?
It's super important for us. We try to be people first and players second. That's one of our core values and mottos. So we are constantly trying to do that, and in turn, character builds wins for us, and the culture kind of prevails, which now we're having some consistency with that. Back-to-back conference championships, 3 Elite Eight appearances in the Final Four, but it really has to do with the foundational principles that we're trying to establish.
So I know it's kind of early. I'm not going to ask you about key new faces unless you got a couple you want to really mention in particular.
Yeah, we've got a couple returners. Carlos Contreras is a standout player for us, and we've got a couple guys coming in that are going to have to fill some key roles. Jose Ontiveros is a piece for us in Camden Way. So with those 3 players and adding some new faces and some new talent, I think we have a chance to be really good.
So you guys head to Fred T. Ford on Monday, who I believe you guys knocked out of the state playoffs this week, in the spring, is that right?
Yeah, we had a battle. We've played them every year in the last 4 years. We tied them twice, and we finally got a victory last year in the playoffs. It was a super intense game to get to the Final Four. But yeah, we played them this spring at Fred T. Ford to try to get another quality win. They're a great opponent for us and it'll help us going forward.
Awesome. And then Wednesday, you guys are, is that, I'm sorry, when we can do that? And you got Wheatmore at home.
Yep. Yeah. Wheatmore at home Wednesday. Another team that we played in the past. They beat us in the first round of playoffs 3 years ago, so this is kind of a game to recalibrate and figure out where we stand. And they're a really good team, and it'll tell us exactly where we are.
So just a reminder, fans, if you have the NFHS Network, National Federation of High Schools, NFHS Network, all the boys soccer games at home will be streamed live on the NFHS Network. We'd love to have you in the stadium. If you're not able to be here, you can pick those games up on the NFHS Network. Make sure if you subscribe to the NFHS Network that you indicate that you're watching for Ledford High School. A portion of your money, very small portion, about a portion nonetheless, would go to Ledford High School's athletic department. So again, Coach John Blake of the boys soccer team, looking forward to another great year.
Thanks for having me.
All right, I'm here with Christy Palmer, head coach of the girls volleyball team. Had a scrimmage, a junior on Saturday at Wheatmore. saw definitely some good things. Definitely saw some things, as we always do as coaches, that you'd like to improve on. Home opener on Tuesday against Providence Grove. JV will start at 4:30. Varsity will start after the JV match is over. So, Coach Palmer, last year obviously an unusual year. What are you looking forward to that's going to be different this year from last year?
I mean, I'm looking forward to having a fuller season and being able to play more games. Last year we only went through our conference opponents once, and I feel like we always get better typically as the season goes on. So sometimes that second round through the conference is where we figured some things out. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to not having to play in a mask. I'm just looking forward to getting back to a little bit of normalcy.
We talked about playing 2 conference games this year, and we'll talk about the new conference. Some Lexington, Thomasville, some of those teams we won't be seeing anymore, but we will see Asheboro and Montgomery Central. How are you feeling about that new conference?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a tough conference. I think everybody in the conference is pretty strong, volleyball-wise. In the CCC, we had some opponents where, well, it certainly wasn't a guaranteed win, but it was a little bit of a less stressful match. I think all of these are going to be highly competitive, and with us only having 5 conference opponents versus 9, I think that's going to be a big adjustment. But I think it looks strong. So we've got Central, Oak Grove, us, Asheboro. I mean, they all have traditionally strong programs, so we got some work to do.
You guys were fairly young last year.
We were.
Who are you counting on this year to really step into those leadership roles?
Yeah, well, I have 5 seniors. Yeah, last year was kind of a rebuilding year because we lost a lot of seniors from the year before. So, I mean, our seniors are really going to have to be leaders. Logan, Charlotte, Avery Atkins, but she's going to be having surgery early in the season. Maddie Wall and Zelma Ontiveros. And then Kenzie Price, who's one of our setters, is a big leader on the team. You know, she's going to set the ball almost in every play if we can get the pass to her. So those are some really important players that we have.
Awesome. So you guys, I talked to you in soccer about NFHS Network. Same holds true for everything that goes on in the gym, which includes volleyball. All of our home matches will be on the NFHS Network, and hopefully some of the teams that we go play, I know North Davidson, Central Davidson, and Oak Grove for sure do have the NFHS Network. So we want you in the gym cheering us on, but if you're not able to be there, if you get that NFHS Network, make sure you indicate that you're with Ledford High School when you do that, and look forward to opening the season next week.
We're excited.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I'm back with Andy Myers, head coach of the Ledford girls tennis team. Coach Myers, unusual situation last year with COVID. You guys were playing in the spring, but still, and coming right out of the boys' season, so it's definitely a little unusual for you guys. But you still managed to have an outstanding spring. What were some of the takeaways from the spring season?
We're used to playing when it gets cold, so they had to adjust to that. I mean, that's the first time they've played when it's extremely hot all throughout the season, and so we really struggled with, getting our feet under us as the season progressed because we're getting into heat delays, things like that, and water breaks were, across the entire, not just our team, but the conference, the region, they were excessive, and so the pace of play was slowed down a lot more, so we couldn't get in a groove, but we were very successful, in our conference and in the region as well. So.
And you said you guys went 8-2, still had 6 regional qualifiers, which is everybody who was in the starting rotation. So obviously you've got some blocks to build on moving ahead to this year, right?
Sure, yeah. So I was really proud of our girls. We had 6 that were qualified for regionals, which was the most out of anybody in our conference, which was phenomenal because we have one of the hardest conferences. Now we're moving into a new conference. We're kind of familiar with them because we've been with them before, adding a couple new teams in there. So we're really looking forward to seeing, what really happens in this new conference, and we're excited about it.
All right, outstanding. And who are some girls that you're going to lean on? You said you had 6 regional qualifiers last year.
Yeah.
So how many of those guys are back, and who are you going to kind of really count on to be your leader?
Yeah, so we graduated 4 out of our top 6. So we will return 2 out of the top 6. That's Mila Rigsby and Abby Dunbar. In succession with them, we also have Kaylee Batchek, who is coming back, who also competed in the regional. She's going to be a key player for us as well. You know, that's probably going to be our top 3 players. And you know, just as well as I, because you coach tennis as well, things can change each day with tennis. And so if you're having a bad day, people can move up, move down. And so, you know, we'll see. I'm eager to see. We have a young team. So I'm eager to see, you know, who steps up. We got some great freshmen coming in, some sophomores coming up, so we're looking forward to it.
Awesome. And Coach Myers, how many years in a row have you been the girls' conference coach of the year?
It's 4th year.
All right, 4 years in a row. So whoever we have, they're going to be in really good hands, no question about it. So the girls' tennis team, they will open Tuesday at home against West Davidson and travel to Wheatmore on Wednesday. So if you can make it out, come watch the girls play some great tennis. I hope you guys enjoyed the show this evening. Wanted you to meet our new head football coach, Chris Dobie, but he is busy planning practice and getting ready for the school year. So we will meet him next week in our show. Planning to launch this every Thursday evening. Our goal is about 7 o'clock, but we'll see how that goes. We'll premiere each Thursday evening. I've assembled a great team of students who are going to be leading the charge as we move through the school year. But head coach Chris Dobie with the football team, I'd like to meet Randy Mercer, head coach of the girls golf team. Girls golf opens on Monday. They have their first match on Monday at Meadowlands. Cross country head coach Eric Pennypacker, they do not run next week. So we will meet with Coach Pennypacker next week right here. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Football will open not this Friday, but next Friday, August the 20th, at home against North Stanley. So have a great weekend, and go Panthers.
Hey guys, Brian Stowe here, looking for your help tonight. If you've enjoyed this show and you've enjoyed our streams in the past, we're looking for some sponsors to help out our athletes. Athletes are always needing new equipment, new uniforms, those types of things. And the Ledford Athletic Association donates their money back to these athletes to help them out. So if you're willing, we'd love to put your logos up here in our streams for both the coaches show and our live streams. And all we need is just you send us an email at ledfordsports@gmail.com and we'll get you the information you need to help these students out. Thank you, and go Panthers.